Well, hello. Hello, hello. Well, hello. Hello, my crafting friends. It is Friday at noon. What the heck is Connie up to? Here I am, coming to you live on Facebook with some crafting, something new. If you caught any of my other Facebook lives this week, you may have heard, although I'm not entirely, I guess I talked about it yesterday, at least a little bit. I am starting something new, and this is the official unofficial kickoff because right now I'm calling it Monday Mojo, but the name may change. But I'm going to do it on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I will come to you live on Facebook with a little bit of crafting inspiration to kick off the week. Um, I'll be making one card, sharing some tips and tricks and showing you different products and different tools, maybe some different techniques, some different stuff, but sharing all of those good things with you. I'm going to do it Monday morning, and I know this is not Monday and it's not morning, but here I am. I just, planning my fall and my routines and my schedule and all the rest of it. So I hadn't really thought about doing this before Monday. The idea kind of came to me this week. Where do you have your best ideas? Here's today's question. Where do you have your best thoughts? A lot of people say, oh, in the shower. I do all my thinking in the shower. And there's been studies about the warm, steamy water and, those sorts of things helping to just relax you and maybe get some of your um, you know juices flowing or the creative things going or something along those lines. I won't say that I've never had a great thought in the in the shower, but that's not usually it for me. For me, it seems to be in a dream. Or sorry, I'm just trying to see if anybody happens to have found me here. I know I didn't do a lot of notification that I was going to go live, but some of you may have a little message that pops up, and so I don't want to miss you. If you're here, say hello, heidi ho, howdy doody, and let me know that you are here. And let me know if you find this replay because I'd be I'd always interested to see your thoughts and your comments and all those sorts of things. So um, anyway, good thoughts. Sometimes in a dream, sometimes, I guess most often, perhaps early morning dreams, those 4 a.m., 5 a.m. kind of dreams, hopefully not the ones that wake you up that you can't get back to sleep from. But I had some, I've had some good ideas come to me at that time of day. I'm not sure whether I should brag about that or whether I should hide the fact that that's when some of my best thoughts have come. But it's a fact for me. So kind of go with the flow. Anyway, one morning, early morning in the wee kind of hours, I had this thought that I know what I want to do. I want to do a little bit of crafting on Monday, kick off the week. And hello, Lorna and Barb. Thank you for finding me. um, so so I'm going to do it on Monday mornings generally, but here I am today because, as I say, I hadn't had this thought before Monday, so thought I'd kick it off today. As I say, I'm sort of calling it Monday Mojo right now, but I think I might run a little contest next week, so anybody that's watching this replay can get a little bit of a heads up. It's going to be Monday. It's going to be one card. It's going to be quick, get in, get out, some tips, some inspiration, start your week, that sort of thing. So help me find a name for it. What shall we call it? And whoever submits a name, I'm gonna put your name. I will put your name, not the name. Well, I could put the name in, but I'll put your name in a draw, and I'm going to send you all the cards that I make next week during my Facebook Live as a little thank you for contributing to that. So there we go. Okay, so shall we do a little crafting? Have I babbled enough? We have some people here watching. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get the crafting going. Okay, I'm just gonna put this down here. Oh, you know what else I'm gonna do? Just one moment until I pop over there because um you know me and my sometimes it's good memory but short. I forgot to I forgot to gear up the microphone, and at the cottage, I know sometimes the sound isn't terrific, so I just want to clip this on so that so you can hear me. There we go. Okay, here coming over. So today I thought I would play a little bit with the Splendid Autumn Designer Series paper. And specifically, I'm going to use this piece. But if you have not seen this paper, it is lovely. Look at all the beautiful, pretty much all fall kinds of looks. They've got, the oranges and the yellows and the dark reds and all those sorts of things. This one doesn't necessarily have to be fall. This could be a summer kind of look. This one, yeah, no, it sort of says fall, but look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look, love those yellow daisies or yellow flowers, whatever they are. And this one, this is not necessarily fall. This is, could be summer. This, this is sadly kind of where we are now. Things are sort of yellow. There's a little bit of orange. It's not full on fall colors yet, but we're coming to that. So as we look across the lake, there is getting to be more and more color over there. Not, we certainly are not at the peak of the color, but we're working on it. My walking friend this morning, we got talking about how people pay some substantial quantities of money to go on a trip to Ontario to see the beautiful fall colors, and we have them right here in our backyard or our front yard or right here anyway. So we are very lucky to have such a beautiful display of fall color. So here we go. This is Gorgeous Grape, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And I am just giving that a really nice press with my bone folder. Interesting fact, this is the designer series paper that I showed you that we're going to use. Gorgeous Grape is not actually one of the colors listed on it, but this paper has so many colors, and I thought this coordinated quite nicely, and I didn't want to be pulling the orange because I didn't want the orange in my card. So I've used Gorgeous Grape, and then I'm just going to layer it with Mossy Meadow. And I thought that that was quite a nice combination. There is Mossy Meadow in the bottom area here, so I thought that would work. So I have a piece of cardstock here. It is 5.25 by 4, so it's sort of standard layer size. We tend to make our layers 1/4 of an inch smaller, which gives you about 1/8 of an inch on either side. But I am not going to just put this down on there. I want to cut a piece out of this, just because we're going with the whole interest thing. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and I am going to cut this, but I just want to cut here. So I'm going to have to watch my measurements so that I get this kind of the way I want it. So here is today's tip, and this is not a new tip. I have shared this a number of times, but it's a good one. On your trimmer, the ruler part, and should I have this down a little bit more? I'm not sure where the best place is for you to see it. And there seems to be a little bit of light putting some glare because this, of course, is a shiny surface. But the ruler, if you put a piece of tear and tape on the underside, so I've got it here on this ruler, oh, that didn't focus very well, did it? Can you see that? Yeah, so this white is actually a piece of tear and tape under the number markings on the guide for my trimmer, and that makes it really easy to read these numbers. Whereas when it's clear, depending on what you put underneath, sometimes that was a little bit tricky. So I am going to cut this just, oh, okay, just a smidge past 1 because I'm about 1 1/8. So I'm over at 1 1/16. And I am going to cut it down 2.5 inches. So here's my 2.5 here. I just want to make sure I have this straight. Okay, and I cut that down to 2.5. And it's really easy to see. There's a little point on this cutting blade. And when it's pointing at the 2.5, which I can easily see, because I've got the white there, I know I've got this where I want it. Now I'm going to come over and I'm going to do the same cut on this side. Now, just a little bit of a help make your life easier. Hey, Suzette, thanks for joining me. I haven't touched this cutting blade, so it's still sitting at 2.5. So when I put my ruler, my guide down, I'm in the right place, and then I can just very easily cut up to the edge of my paper. So that one is easy. You don't have to be quite as careful about where you start and stop. Why do they look like they're different? They should be. Those two pieces should be the same size, and they don't quite look it, but let's just take a peek. It's going to be what it is at this point. And yes, look at that. The ruler doesn't lie, the eyes do. So it's exactly how I want it. Okay. And now I am going to come over. So I cut this for 2.5 inches. So I know that I want to put my paper at 2.5 here. And I know that I am just a smidge past 1. Okay. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to leave this just a smidge larger than 1. And if you're not quite where you are, you can just get out your paper snips and do that. But this one obviously has cut the whole piece. So there we go. And now we have this lovely little frame sort of thing. Okay, so here's another weird thing. To me, this looks like it extends further than this. So my eyes are obviously playing little games with me today. That's okay. It's all good. Okay. So back to our Mossy Meadow cardstock here. This is 5 1/4 by 4, as I mentioned. So I am just going to put this on here so that I have this nice little border all around. Okay. I should grab my silicone mat because, otherwise I might get glue everywhere. Silicone mat, awesome tool. You can do lots of things with it, reverse stamping and all sorts of things, but it's also great just if you're using liquid glue, especially on something like this where it's a little wobbly. If you have just a square or a rectangle or circle that is a solid piece, it's less likely to wobble. But this guy was just a little wobbly, so it's easier to get my glue on while it's sitting flat. And if I just happen to, whoops, my extra glue would go onto my silicone mat. And then when I pick this up, super easy, just set this out of the way. And then I know I'm not setting this piece of cardstock down in something that's sticky. Because we've all had that happen, haven't we? Yeah, not sure quite the easiest way to do this. Maybe this way. Going to come in here because it is a little wobbly because it's missing some of its structure. But there we go. I think that looks good because I've used liquid glue. I can just give it a little tiny wiggle. I'm going to flip it over and give it a nice press on the back. And you want to flip it over to do that so that you don't, as you're rubbing it, you don't actually cause the paper to slide any further. Okay, so there's that piece. And then this piece, I have cut a piece of Mossy Meadow and it is 3 1/8 by 2 5/8. So it's just 1/8 larger than the designer series paper. Okay, because I just wanted a little bit of border on this as well. So again, because it's a narrow border, I'm going to use my liquid glue. Whoops. Oh, see? And I, hello. Put this down so that when you get that big squirt of glue out of your fresh new bottle of glue that you just opened last night, it doesn't go places that you don't want it. See? Do as I say, not always as I do. Do it before it's too late. There we go. Mom says it's okay, we saved it. Okay. I'm just going to put this down onto here. Get it lined up the way I want it. Go flip it over and then just give it a nice press on the back there. So there we go. This piece I am going to put onto here, but I am going to pop it up with dimensionals just to add some extra interest to everything, texture, all of that. Okay. We go. Get these backs off of here. Maybe. These are those dimensionals that I'm trying to use up there. I'll say they've been around for a little while, so the the back bit is kind of, it's nicely stuck, shall we say. There we go. Okay, so I made, there's, this paper can be any size you want. I made it this size because I didn't want to cut through this orange. I wanted it all to really show up. And now I'm going to, I think I'm going to line up. No, I'm gonna put this right. No, I'm going to line the edge of my cardstock up with the edge of my designer series paper, which is going to, it's a little bit off, right? I'm not lining the pattern of the paper up exactly, but it's very close because this is quite narrow. And that way I know I've got this edge kind of covered and hidden and all those good things too. And if I had put it down nice and straight, I would have been a little bit happier. Just gonna pull it over that way a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, I have pulled out the Simply Set stamp set. Awesome everyday stamp set. It's got all the things, everything you need to create beautiful sentiments for every occasion. And I'm just going to use this happy birthday because it will fit on the piece that I cut that I have lost. But I have an extra one, so it's all good. Yeah, I don't know where that other one went. I thought I had it sitting with everything, but I don't see it there. But we're good. This is from something I've been using recently. But I cut this I cut this a little while ago. Changing Leaves. Is it Changing Leaves? Whoops. It might be. I'll give you a definite maybe on that one. Let me just see if I can find it here. I'm in the middle of, a whole lot of create. And so I might have too many too many dies out and Changing Leaves. Here we go. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. So that is one of the oh, look, one of the dies from Changing Leaves. There's 3 in there that are sort of sentiment shapes. There's a smaller one of this rounded oval, and there's also a circle. And just for the record, I found my sentiment piece. It's on the floor under my table. Isn't that where we always tell everybody to look when they go, I can't find my whatever it is? Because usually, if you had something and you've lost it, it has gotten brushed on the floor. So, okay, happy birthday. Here we come. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to give this a little little stamp off and then a little scrub, clean it up. Okay. And now I just see now it's the, oh, you don't want to cover stuff up too much. And I'm gonna put my card onto my card base at this point so I can sort of make a decision about where I want things. So let's just grab this. Get it secured. Very quiet. Thinking I'm concentrating on. Is it square? Are my fingers in the way? Am I seeing what I'm doing? There we go. And then let's just see. Maybe here. Oh, and then we can see the yellow and the orange. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Does it hide too much of the landscape over here, though? Would I be better up a little higher? No, I think I like it. Or do I go? No, I don't go totally high. I think I actually like it lower on here. I think that will work there. Now, two options. I could put this flat and this on a dimensional. I could put this on a dimensional and then I would need to put two dimensionals on this side, but that would work. I think that might actually be a little bit high. This looks kind of like a nice height. So I'm going to put a dimensional under the happy part so that it is in line with this. And then I'm just going to put some liquid glue. I could use tape runner too, couldn't I? Just put a little bit of tape runner on here, and that'll just hold it to this part. But it will all be even. You always want to be careful of the level of your layers when you've got something raised and then you're adding something else. And then we need to, we need to fancy, we need to decorate, we need to embellish, of course. What I'm really in love with all these little twines. This is garden green, so I'm not sure. It's not terrible. It's not quite right. What else do we have in our bag of stuff here? We could just go with some of this neutral stuff. What do we? I don't think I want white, and I don't know that I want black. What else can you take? Pumpkin might work. Just as a little bit of a different accent sort of coloring. Okay, and not sure, I might just put this down here. I tend to do a double bow when I use baker's twine, just or linen thread. You don't have to, but these are not obviously as thick and hardy as a ribbon bow. So let's figure if I do this double, it'll show a little bit more. They're flicking different ways. Come on, you two. Be pals, go together in your bow bit. How big do I want this bow? Not quite that big, it'll dangle off the edge of the card. So smaller. Why they're not snuggling up together. What's wrong with you two? Have a fight? Is he picking on you? There we go, that's better. Okay. this guy open. I think I'm gonna need to trim these guys. So let's just do that right now. Bit of a haircut, get rid of those bits. So right. Still not sticking together too much, are they? Okay. Easiest way to attach bows, blue dot, and when you're using a small bow, like a baker's twine or a linen thread or something, you want to just use your fingernail to kind of roll the blue dot a bit to make it smaller so that you don't have a whole bunch of sticky stuff hanging out. Whoop. And sticking to you. Right there. Oh. Okay, now you know the only other question, eh? What do you think? We don't have anything going on up here. Room for gems, perhaps? I don't know. Let's see. Let's just take a look at what we might use, shall we? Could do, I don't, I do have purple gems. They're not likely to show up a whole lot because the top is very purple. So what else do we have? These are the faux glass dots. These are very nice. Ooh. Oh. I think we have a winner. I was going to use the green and they would work too, but I really like this just to pick up the Cajun craze a little bit. Shall we? Shall we just go for this? Let's just go for this. Right there. Don't know where I'm going to put all of these. Whoopsie. Stick him around. Yeah, no, he's stuck to me, but here. There. Yes, that just kind of ties that all together without being too orange, I guess, is kind of what I didn't really want, but it just picks that up enough to sort of show it off. Okay, so there we go. Oh, there is your card. It's your Monday Mojo, even though it's Friday. It's your kick off the weekend. Hopefully you can get into your craft room for a little bit. And oops, sorry, didn't mean to bonk you and smush you all around. See if I can get this straight because I have been so bad at getting the cards straight lately, haven't I? There we go. Okay. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for finding me since I hadn't really advertised this. As I said, my plan is to be back Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So whatever that is for you, we'll make another card. We'll kick off the week with a little bit of crafting inspiration. And I hope you can join me. If you can't, please watch the replay. Let me know that you did catch the replay at least. Anyway, oh, one more thing before we go. If you can think of a good, catchy, fun name for this Monday craft inspiration sort of stuff, let me know. You can leave a comment under this post. We'll talk about it next week. And if you help me out with an idea, maybe I will be sending you some handmade cards. Okay, thanks again for joining me. Hope to craft with you all again really soon. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome weekend. Bye for now.